This isn't just NASCAR's longest race, it could be the most unpredictable. With spotter shakeups, surprise comebacks, and Kyle Larson attempting a 1,100-mile doubleheader, the 2025 Coca-Cola 600 might be the wildest one yet. But who's heading for glory, and who's staring down disaster? Let's start with the powerhouses. Gibbs Racing. The good news? Christopher Bell is hot right now. With 3 wins already under his belt this season and a victory in the All-Star race, Bell is coming into the Coca-Cola 600 with confidence and speed. He even won this race last year, and that's no small feat. The bad news? JGR has led only 21 laps on 1.5-mile tracks all year. That's their lowest total in 3 decades at this point in the season. Denny Hamlin, a cornerstone of the team, hasn't finished the last 2 races, a stat not seen since 2013. And just before this race, Bell will be working with a new spotter, Matt Philpott, replacing Stevie Reeves, who had been with him since his Cup debut. A change in the communication line at this point could shake things up. Team Penske, Ryan Blaney, and Joey Logano are showing flashes of their championship-caliber form. Blaney has finished 3rd in both Texas and Kansas, tracks very similar to Charlotte. Logano picked up a win at Texas, proving Team Penske can still deliver on intermediate tracks. But Austin Cindric's struggles are becoming a real concern. He hasn't cracked the top 20 in any of his 3 Coca-Cola 600 starts. Even Blaney, despite his recent form, has an average finish of just 19.7 at Charlotte, his worst on any 1.5-mile oval. RFK Racing. Chris Buescher is quietly becoming a consistent performer at Charlotte, with 4 top 10s in the last 5 Coca-Cola 600s. And Ryan Preece will mark his 200th career Cup start, which brings a little extra motivation. However, Brad Keselowski's 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season is facing significant challenges, with 5 DNFs did not finish in 12 races. This includes a 3-race streak of DNFs. His current point standings are 33rd, with 0 top 10 finishes. Like Bell, Keselowski will also have a substitute spotter this week. Todd Brewer stepping in for TJ Majors, who's out due to a medical procedure. With all this instability, RFK's weekend could go either way. Richard Childress Racing, RCR, Kyle Busch, and Austin Dillon bring some solid history into this race. Busch has 7 top 10s in his last 8 Coca-Cola 600s. Dillon, who won this event in 2017, has also finished in the top 10 twice in the past 4 years. But this season has been rough. RCR has just 1 top 5 finish to show for all their efforts. Kyle Busch hasn't cracked the top 15 in 6 of the last 8 races, a baffling stat for a driver of his caliber. This race could be a chance to course correct, but only if they nail the setup. Legacy Motor Club. The team has a milestone to celebrate. Jimmy Johnson is set to make his 700th career Cup start, becoming only the 21st driver in history to hit that number. That's a legendary feat, and will surely bring attention. Still, the performance issues are glaring. Eric Jones has earned only 1 stage point since the Daytona 500. Consistency is missing, and unless something changes, they'll be running mid-pack at best. Cowlick Racing. There's reason for optimism here. AJ Allmendinger has been quietly strong on 1.5-mile tracks, posting 4 top 10s in his last 6 starts on these circuits. But momentum is slipping. Allmendinger has tumbled in the standings after finishing 36th and 38th in the last 2 races. He's gone from 15th to 25th, a major drop that could spiral if he doesn't rebound at Charlotte. Spire Motorsports. The bright spot? Michael McDowell's crew won the Pit Crew Challenge last weekend, showing the team has solid execution. But McDowell himself has just 1 top 10 in his last 22 races on 1.5-mile tracks. That's a troubling trend heading into a race that's all about endurance and efficiency. Rick Ware Racing. There's not much to cheer here, but it's worth noting that Cody Ware's best ever finish on a 1.5-mile track came at this very event, 18th in 2022. Unfortunately, he's currently last among full-time drivers in the standings. For Ware and this team, the goal might just be to finish and gather data. Spotter shakeups. Spotters are the unsung heroes of every NASCAR race. They're the eyes in the sky, helping drivers navigate traffic, avoid wrecks, and find their lines. This weekend, both Bell and Keselowski will have new voices in their ears. It's a subtle change, but in a 600-mile marathon, communication is everything. A miscue could cost positions, or worse, end a race prematurely. Kyle Larson's double duty. In one of the most ambitious moves of the season, Kyle Larson is attempting the double racing in both the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the same day. If weather cooperates, and he completes both, he'll become just the second driver in history to run all 1,100 miles in a single day. It's a wild challenge that will test not just his driving skill, but his physical and mental endurance. Streaming shift. This year's Coca-Cola 600 will also mark a shift in how fans watch the sport. For the first time, Prime Video will broadcast the race, bringing NASCAR to a new platform and potentially a broader, younger audience. This move is part of the sport's ongoing efforts to modernize and reach beyond traditional fan bases. What's at stake? The Coca-Cola 600 isn't just long. It's a psychological and mechanical test unlike any other in the series. Teams will need bulletproof strategies, flawless execution on pit road, and drivers who can stay sharp for 4 hours of intense racing. For contenders like Bell, Blaney, and Logano, it's about solidifying their championship credentials. For strugglers like Keselowski, Cindric, and Allmendinger, it's about survival and finding something to build on. And for legends like Jimmie Johnson and Kyle Larson, it's about proving that the past still has power, or that the future belongs to them. As engines fire up at Charlotte, one thing is certain. Nobody walks away from the Coca-Cola 600 unchanged. Whether it ends in glory, heartbreak, or hard lessons, every mile of this race matters. And for NASCAR in 2025, this might be the race that defines the season. If you're ready for high-speed drama and surprises at every turn, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more NASCAR stories, and drop a comment with your Coca-Cola 600 prediction. Who's your pick to survive 600 miles?